Today we're going to have a look at workflow approvals on a BlackBerry device deployed using SkyMobile. Workflow approvals are one of the easiest ways to mobilize your enterprise. Typical applications can be up and running in a matter of days, tested and rolled out in a matter of weeks. Today we're going to have a look at purchase order approval deployed seamlessly from our SAP environment. So let's start. As you would expect with a workflow application, everything is triggered from the email application. So to kick this off, let's start our email system. As you can see, I've received an email that requires me to approve a purchase order. If I go in and display the purchase order, all the information that you would want to see or expect to be generated out of SAP is here in the email. So for example, the purchase order number, the date it was created, who actually originated the email, the items, the item pricing, all of the basic things. Now, in order to approve this process, all I need to do is launch the SkyMobile application, which can be done natively here from the email. By clicking on the link, now you can see that the Sky email application has actually started. And not only has it started, it has taken me directly into the purchase order that requires approval. As you can see, purchase order number 450000369 is ready for me to either approve or reject. So let's have a look at some of the information. Let's start with the header details. By clicking into the header, I can see the purchase order number, the purchase order type, the vendor description, the purchasing group, the date it was created, and the total price of this purchase order. What's more, I can also have a look at the details of who actually created it. I can see the name, the phone number, their email address, and as well as doing that, I can use some native integration to seamlessly interact with this information. For example, let's say I want to call the guy. I want to find out what this purchase order is all about. Simply clicking the phone number, and I can dial or SMS. Likewise, I can email him if I want further information or some details. Natively, I'm directly into the email, and I can type in my message for the originator. In this case, I'm going to send that through and then go back. I'm going to add him into my address book if necessary. Again, just showing you some of the native integration that's possible, all seamlessly from the Sky application. Now that I'm happy with the header details, let's have a look at some of the item details. Here, the material number, the quantity, the unit of measure, a description, the net price, and any relative account assignments can be displayed. Now I can either approve or reject the purchase order, and that will be stored locally on my BlackBerry device, ready for synchronizing to SAP. In this case, I'm going to approve it. Do I wish to release this PO? Yes, I do. That information is stored locally on my BlackBerry so that as it's been running completely offline. All of the information is stored in the database and synchronized automatically to SAP when I have a network connection. In this instance, I've got a network connection, as can be seen by the small green tick in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So my purchase order approval has now automatically gone back to SAP. Remembering with SkyMobile, that's all delivered without middleware. This solution and many others can be deployed with SkyMobile, particularly workflow approval, that in today's environment there's no reason why we shouldn't have this type of functionality deployed on our BlackBerry or other smartphone devices very easily and very quickly.